I'm Safe, and today I wanted to walk you through what I believe to be the best Pixel 8 Pro case to date, and that is the Dbrand Ghost case that I'm holding here. Is this the most protective case? No. Is it the most scratch resistant case? No, not yet at least. Not until they release a newer version of this. It's actually pretty scratch prone. What this does have going for it, it is the slimmest transparent case I have ever seen, and I've got two other cases that we're going to compare it to. And you can see without even the phone in it, this is already the Spigen one. Looks thicker, doesn't have MagSafe, it's thicker, and I don't think this is going to protect it any more than this Dbrand one is neither. And this one I used for a while until the Dbrand one shipped, which took forever. I'll also compare it to this one, which is a random Amazon brand. But the slimmest case here, the Dbrand Ghost case, in my opinion, I just really like the look here. You know, that you may be pro or against this look depending on how much you like black, but the black outer rims are protective, adds a good amount of grip, all while keeping it super slim. In fact, this is so slim that they needed to protrude out the magnets here a bit, the MagSafe magnets, which are absolutely critical, and I'll tell you why if you haven't gotten onto the MagSafe accessory train yet. I only recently adopted that, and I've been using iPhone for a while, and it truly changes the game of how you use your phone on the daily, and I'll show you how. But the MagSafe works. Is it the strongest magnet ever? No, but depending on your accessory, it's more than sufficient, depending on which accessory you're using it with. Does it protect the camera? No, so you're gonna need a camera lens protector. I'm using a Spigen camera lens protector, which is like a strip that you add on top of the camera, and it's supposed to be clear and it's supposed to not affect photo quality, and I don't believe it has affected photo quality, but that's a downside of the Dbrand case not covering the camera. So the camera is purely naked there, but it is not touching the table. This is raised just enough so that it is Flossie Carter Slam Boy certified. There's no issue with placing it on its face like that, but it is still protective. So in my mind, this is the only case I enjoy just as much as rocking my phone without a case. Another interesting thing I've noticed with this case and no other case is the grip here on the plastic on the back is so good that it makes one-handed use of this phone amazing. And Android has that going for it. One benefit I'll give Android for sure over iOS is one-handed operation of the Android OS is way easier, mainly because of that back gesture. I can go here to articles. Let's see this AirTag article, for example, and then it's like, it's not that good of an article, let me go back, and I just swipe like that, and so I can easily just swipe back from wherever I go. Let's say I click on this Withings ad, and now I'm at a Withings website or something. I want to go back. Now I'm back at the website. I want to go back again, go back to the articles, and this back gesture makes one-handed use of the phone amazing. Not to mention swiping from the center there. You don't need to reach to the very top to bring down the control center. You can just swipe from the middle. And these two things combined make one-handed use of this phone already a breeze. You add the grip that this plastic on the back adds, and it's a game changer. You don't even need one accessory, one MagSafe accessory that I'm going to talk about right now to enjoy one-handed use of this phone. But the MagSafe design is a looker. The logo isn't centered, and you might be wondering, why is it not centered? Is that another mistake on Dbrand's part on top of the scratch proneness of the plastic here? No. In fact, I don't know if I mentioned, but they're gonna ship another version of this in April, they said, of 2024 that won't be scratch resistant to everyone that bought the Ghost case. And that's because Dbrand has deep pockets. I don't think they'll go back on their word there. They have too much to lose. They've probably already figured a way to make this plastic more scratch resistant while maintaining its anti-yellowing capabilities, which is a main pro. In this case, it won't yellow over time. And if it does, they will place it for you, is what they say. Now, why is the logo not centered? It's because if it was centered, this wouldn't be chargeable via MagSafe. The magnets in the phone itself are shifted down. They're not perfectly centered around the G logo. So that's why this works. This doesn't really work when you're trying to charge your phone, but it will work for connecting accessories to the back. No problem, this random Amazon brand. And I'll put a link to the random Amazon brand one too in the description. I don't even remember what the brand was called. Let me take it off here. And I wish I bought a case for the Pixel 8 Pro on day one, because on day one, the Pixel 8 Pro got scratched up. I don't know if you can see. Can you see all the scratches on the back there? And I wasn't even 100% sure if I was going to keep the Pixel 8 Pro, but the fact that I scratched it on day one made me feel, I don't know, I don't want to go through that conversation when the people review the phone and then they're like, what about these scratches? I didn't want to have to go through that conversation. Plus, I really like the phone in general, so I was like, okay, I guess this is a sign to keep the Pixel 8 Pro and use it. Plus, they gave me the watch. Like, the only reason I got the Pixel 8 Pro was because I saw a Best Buy ad and they were giving away the watch for free. And one of the reasons why I switched to the iPhone was because they had a great watch at the time, the Apple Watch Series 6. I was on the Pixel 2 XL. I wanted to see if the watch was any good. Spoiler alert, I don't think the Pixel Watch is any good at all. It's like they want to start at the first gen the same way Apple Watch started at the first gen. If Google's watching this, you can't do that. You have to copy everything that they've done over the years. You can't start at like Gen 1 Apple Watch again, which is what it feels like with the Pixel Watch 2, sadly. They have to just steal a bunch of the features. Apple isn't afraid to steal Android features, so why is Google afraid to steal Apple Watch features? I don't know. Anyway, I'm digressing here. Let's stick to the cases. So you can see naked, it looks pretty nice, but honestly, I definitely wouldn't rock this phone naked. I am rocking my iPhone 15 Pro Max naked, and I haven't had a single scratch, no issues. I'm obviously using a screen protector, but no issues so far. Whereas on day one with the Pixel, I ended up with all these scratches on the back. Ended up with a scratch on the screen actually. It was a micro scratch, so you probably won't be able to see it, and I have a screen protector on now, but I didn't on day one. This phone is basically scratch city. Would definitely add a case to this phone. It's not built like an iPhone. It doesn't cost as much as an iPhone, but honestly, with iPhone, you can resell your phone a year or two down the line for a decent amount. You cannot do that in my experience with a Pixel. You'll lose out on way more value with your Pixel. I think price wise it works out to be the same if you account for the salvage value of your iPhone at the end of its life versus Pixel, provided of course you're updating every 2 years or whatever. I don't know how long you're keeping your phone. If you're watching this video, you're probably a tech nerd somewhat, right? So like you like tech to some degree, so you're probably upgrading at least every 2-3 years. Anyway, scratches. The metal here on the camera thing scratches up really easily too. I don't like that it's exposed in the Dbrand case, but let me show you here the cheap Amazon version of the Dbrand case. Like, that's not what it's called. What is it called? I don't know. This is the packaging. I cannot for the life of me tell what this is. It's just Pixel 8 Pro case clear, some random Amazon brand. I'll put a link in the description. It gives you the MagSafe functionality but doesn't work when you're looking to charge your phone. Case in point, cheap Amazon version. Let's try and charge it here on the Apple Dual MagSafe thing. Is it charging? Alright, I guess it is charging, but on my bedside table, I would put it like this sometimes on my bedside table, on the MagSafe charger on my bedside table, and it wouldn't charge. I'd wake up and it wouldn't have charged. And that's because this thing is too high. Like, the magnets on the back of the Pixel itself are not that high. Whereas with the Dbrand case, it is perfectly aligned with the magnets in the phone itself. So it'll charge probably quicker and it'll charge for sure, as opposed to waking up and having it not be charged when you slap it on your MagSafe. And by the way, ever since I added a MagSafe charging dock on my bedside table, I never forget to charge my phone because of how easy it is to just slap it there and you know it's positioned correctly, as opposed to on a charging mat where sometimes I wouldn't place it properly. That's another benefit. Correct MagSafe ring placement. Also in the car, definitely I put heads up dock for my phone, and just being able to slap my phone on there, invaluable, right? Changes the game. And I've tested it with this Dbrand case. The magnet is strong enough provided your car accessory is strong enough. The Dbrand magnet is as weak as whatever magnet is attached to it. So for example, this one, the Apple one, is intentionally, I believe, weaker, so that you don't lift the entire charging puck when you're removing your phone. And so if I was to do this, it'll just pop off super easy. But if I use, and this is something I'm going to recommend everyone purchase, is if you haven't used the kickstand mechanism on your phone, I don't know what you're doing, but adding an ESR Geo Wallet to the back of your MagSafe case. In this case, you get a finger loop, so makes one-handed operation even easier in my experience, right? I have no issues at all one-handing my phone when I'm using this finger loop. And I'm not someone who even used finger loops, but once they released this wallet, I mainly got the wallet for the kickstand functionality, which you can do in both vertical, any angle you want. You get a video call, bam, you're taking it. You want to browse your phone while you're eating, you want to navigate your phone, just browsing, you're just doing everything seamlessly, right, with this kickstand mechanism here. And it's super easy to open, bam. Once you have this, you're never gonna want to put your phone down like this again. That is a major pro in my experience, especially since they added the Pixel 8 Pro Face ID. Now you could just do this, phone unlocks. You don't need to put your finger on there, right, because it can already see your face. Whereas if you were to do it like this, It doesn't work every time. Plus, you have to put your face over. That's the same with the iPhone too. The Pixel, it can't do it from as far away. You need to be up close, a little closer for the Face ID to work. The iPhone, you could literally do it from anywhere. That thing will work like literally like the phone was all the way there. It'll just unlock, and at whatever angle, pretty much. Like it just saw my face at this tilted angle all the way in front of me. The iPhone Face ID is definitely way better than the Pixel. And by the way, I can't believe they added a temperature sensor to this thing before they added proper Face ID or a proper way to unlock the phone, because currently this ultrasonic stuff that they did to unlock the phone, I'm not a fan. Number one, it's super bright. At night, that little finger ultra whatever technology they're using for that fingerprint wakes me. It's super annoying at night when I'm trying to unlock my phone. And in dark conditions, the Face ID function of the Pixel 8 Pro doesn't work. So they haven't solved the main problem about this phone, which is unlocking it easily. But they went ahead and they added a temperature sensor. And what else? What other useless feature did they add to this phone before they decided to tackle the most pressing matter of unlocking the phone daily? And this is something you just notice when you're using your iPhone and the Pixel side by side. I haven't seen any other reviewer mention this, but if you're using the iPhone, it is way more seamless. It works pretty much 100% of the time. When I want to see my notifications, when I want to unlock my phone, I don't even think about it. It's not like something in the back of my head. Here it is. I'm cognizant of the fact that it probably won't work. And I've tried resetting the fingerprints. I've tried different things. The Face ID doesn't work unless you're like really close to it, or it needs a certain amount of brightness, or if it's too bright, the Face ID thing won't work, and even the fingerprint sensor thing won't work if you're doing it under like a really bright light. So what was with the temperature sensor? Like literally solve the issue of unlocking your phone, Google, first. I just don't understand, guys. It's a great phone otherwise. The kickstand mechanism, you can do it horizontal too, watch whatever you want. You're on a plane, you're waiting somewhere, you're watching YouTube videos. I watch a lot of YouTube. Invaluable in my experience. This is the ESR Geo Wallet, link in the description, of course. I've made an entire video dedicated to this accessory. It's got Apple Find My built in, so if you lose your wallet and you have iPhone, somewhat invested in the iPhone ecosystem or Apple ecosystem, you can find your wallet. Granted, it's always on the back of my phone. I pretty much never take it off. So the fact that the Dbrand case is super slim, it adds to the fact that this doesn't add as much bulk as it would otherwise if the case was thicker. Plus, it covers up all the scratches on the back of the Dbrand case, so it's a win-win. Let me know if you're ended up buying this ESR Geo Wallet. I think this is the best MagSafe accessory for the iPhone, hands down. It's the one you're gonna use the most, or I use the most every day, and it is the one that changes the daily use of my phone basically the most. Just showing people stuff like this, it's like, oh hey, look at this meme. You don't need to cover it with your fingerprints. You can stake, selfies or whatever, group photos from further away. It's just an invaluable accessory, and I think it's not received enough praise. Definitely ESR Geo Wallet. Once you use it, I don't think you're going to want to go back to not using it. Fits up to 3 cards, by the way. You can fit 4 in there, but I wouldn't recommend it. In terms of quality, you have a 1-year warranty. Make sure you register for the 2-year warranty because the craftsmanship isn't the best, but I haven't seen anything out there that offers anything as useful as this. Not from Moft, not from anyone. This is way more useful than the Moft wallet. And I've seen reviewers out there use the Moft wallet on the Dbrand Ghost case and be like, the magnet of the Dbrand case isn't strong. No, the magnet of the Moft case isn't strong. The magnets are only as good as the accessory you use it with. ESR, check mark. They have strong magnets. Moft, the weakest in the game from my experience. Definitely don't get a Moft wallet, okay? Plus they have like an origami thing. This one, I want to watch something. I want to take a video call. I'm doing that one-handed. I don't need to unfold some origami. It shouldn't be a big issue. Is this one thicker? Yes. Does it matter? No. Fits in the pockets, fine. And in the event I don't want it, I can put them in 2 separate pockets. That's fine. The thickness isn't an issue. I much prefer the functionality over the thickness it adds. Anyway, it's enough trying to sell you on the Geo Wallet. What else is good about the Dbrand Ghost case? The clickiness of the buttons. Buttons can't be accidentally clicked. The ridges, I really liked it. I didn't know how I would feel about it in person. In person, I really like it. I actually really like the look of this case. I'm gonna add a Dbrand skin to this, a matte white Dbrand skin, and we're gonna see what it looks like with the contrast. I'm just filming this first to show you with the natural and show you the scratches that came on the Pixel 8 Pro after 1 day of use. I don't know if it was from keys or what. That was pretty weak. Such a premium phone ended up scratching, on day 1 on the screen and on the back. And also you can get the logo cutouts from Dbrand too, which might make it look cool. We'll see. Slamboy certified, cameras exposed. Another issue with Pixel I find is there's not that many manufacturers that create accessories for the Pixel yet. That is not an issue I have with the iPhone. The iPhone has a plethora of different brands creating different accessories. So what I meant to say by that is I wish any other company other than Spigen made higher quality screen protectors, because this screen protector is all scratched up. It's like scratched up, micro scratches all over it. I actually don't enjoy looking at the phone anymore. Granted, they give you like 2 or 3 of the screen protectors, but it was like this after 1 week of use. All these scratches you see, I don't even know if they're coming across on camera properly. I don't know if you can see all the micro scratches. It is super annoying to look at that, and it's super noticeable in real life. Whereas with the iPhone, you have ESR making screen protectors, you have Dbrand making screen protectors for the iPhone, and they are less scratch prone and they're higher quality than these Spigen versions. I think Spigen is just like mass market now, so they're not trying to innovate or whatever. I don't know. I'm open to someone posting a Spigen product down below that makes me change my mind on that, but I am not a fan of Spigen products. But I had to use them when buying accessories for my Pixel 8 Pro because they're the only reputable brand I could find that was selling basically a camera protector and a screen protector for the Pixel 8 Pro. Dbrand isn't selling a screen protector for the Pixel 8 Pro. I ordered it for the iPhone 15 Pro Max because even the ESR screen protector for the 15 Pro Max shows scratches, and this is the Armorite version, which is supposed to be even more immune to scratches. I'm hoping the Dbrand one, since it's the most expensive screen protector, doesn't show micro scratches. And by the way, screen protector, in my opinion, is extremely important because I don't want to get micro scratches all over my actual screen. And if I don't use the screen protector, I know that's the case with the iPhone, and I know that's going to definitely be the case. Saw some on day one with the Pixel 8 Pro. Micro scratches on the screen when you're trying to resell your phone or whatever is just not a good look, and I wouldn't want to give someone a phone with all micro scratches all over the screen. Honestly, the Dbrand Ghost case is the best one. Spigen, like, I don't know what they're doing here, but they have this all clear case with no MagSafe. It's thicker than the Dbrand one, has less protection as far as I can see. It doesn't have this grip thing. I don't know why, unless you don't like the black accents, I guess, then maybe you'd want to go with something like this. I don't see why you'd want to no MagSafe. Why would you want no MagSafe functionality? Unless you don't like the look. Maybe you don't like the ring look, but in my opinion, I don't mind the ring look at all given the countless functionality that it adds, right? So let's say I got this thing, I unfold that. Now I'm taking a video call like that. And then let's say, let's say I need to take a video call and I want them to see my face at a decent angle. Anyway, this is just some random accessory because I film videos. The only real kickstand accessory you need is the ESR Geo Wallet that just slaps on the back there, easy to remove, strong enough that you're not worried about your phone dropping with the magnetic force. Again, much better than a Moft wallet. I believe we've talked about this more than is warranted. The Dbrand Ghost case is a safe buy. Of course, they're gonna fix the scratches and ship us new cases in April. It is scratch prone. Like, I have no issue just throwing my phone around, letting someone take photos with my phone. I'm not worried if this falls. Like, I haven't dropped it. I actually have on the stairs, but like, I'm not worried about it breaking, essentially. As long as you have a screen protector and a camera protector, I wouldn't worry too much. Or maybe even without those two things, you're probably still fine. But time will tell. Another issue I don't like is that Google, at least here in Canada, didn't offer like anything like Apple Care. Just give that peace of mind. It's like, to fix the back, the scratches on the back that I got on day one, that's 350 Canadian dollars. About, what is that, like 250, 280 USD? It's like a lot of money just to replace the back of the phone. And they don't offer, or at least in Canada, I'm not aware of them offering anything that would ensure that aesthetic damage. Whereas iPhone, Apple Care is renowned for that. Now let's install the Dbrand skin, the matte white skin, and see what it looks with the contrasty look of white on black.